Hey y'all. So this video here that's following this little brief intro, just letting you know what's going on. This is my everyday, like, how I glow, how I like to look, how I, do my foundation. So it's basically an updated foundation routine, but how to glow and what I like to use and stuff. So just stay tuned for it, ladies. How you doing today? I have been asked recently about how I get the look that I wear, I guess, on a normal basis, and that's my glow. So I wanted to come and share with you all while I'm getting ready how I do it. I'm sorry that it's so far back, but it's all in my foundation and in my priming and stuff, and cheeks and bronzing powders. It's all in that, so I don't necessarily need to be extremely close for that. I won't be doing a tutorial on anything. So this is strictly getting this canvas together. So I start off with my primer and my oil-free moisturizer by MAC or Oil Control. And I mix it's like a half a pump. It's not even a full pump. And with this one, it's like two small pumps, not full. So I guess maybe it's one full pump together, if you can see. And then I mix the two together. And the reason I do this, of course, I need to fight the oil, which is why I have the moisturizer. But I want a little bit of the primer as well, because it has a yellow base and it has a little bit of gold shimmer in it. So it alone will start to give me a glow once I apply my foundation. Now, when it comes to my foundation of choice, I wear all of my foundations and I do the same thing with them. But the one I'm going to use today, I'm going to use a matte one because I'm going to show you all how I still get a glowy look with a matte. So I'm going to be using my Becca, Ever Matte Shine Proof Foundation, and I'm in the color Amber. And this is how I do it. Okay, that should be enough. And now I get it's not a flat top, it has a slant, but it's by Jessup. I'll talk to you all about these brushes later. What I do, take my e.l.f. Setting spray or makeup mist, spray this, dab it off just a little bit so it's not like really wet, and then I go about stippling it in, and I make sure to go ahead and cover my under eyes and my eye. So this is going to count as my foundation routine as well as how to get the glow type thing. And make sure to bring it down. And I do this before doing my eyebrows because it seems to be easier to apply all my foundation without having to go and be specific around my eyebrow. Okay, so now that that's applied, I'm going to go ahead and do my, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and do my concealer. And my concealer of choice today is going to be my Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. And it gives me a slight highlight here, if you can see. It's only a little bit. And I use another Jessup brush, and it's just a small flat top brush. And again, moisten it some, and I hit that V. There's a piece of brush hair by my eye. And just a little bit over here, but there's a hair by my eye, guys. Hold on. Alright. I just saved my eye's life. Okay. You see how much brighter this side is, and I do the same over here. This video probably will not have much editing because I just want you to see how it goes and how long it actually takes me. I didn't do a real serious highlight under here because I didn't want to have to go and highlight everywhere else because I normally don't when I'm glowing. Just so y'all know. Okay, so now that that's done, my powder of choice, and this is why lately I've been glowing like a mofo. I am going to use just a nice fluffy brush, and I'm going to use my black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder number 3. But before I do that, for under the eye area, because it's a little bit lighter, Dream Wonder powder, and just dust it just a little bit underneath of there. Sorry, there we go. And now to the black Opal, and I just put a little bit into the cap. Not a whole bunch. Pat that in there. And just dab it, and then swirl it on. Okay, and that is how I get everything ready. And I like using this black Opal because it has a hint of a little bit of a shimmer in it as well. Oops. So now it's cheek time. When I get to my cheeks, I like to use this BH Cosmetics brush because it's fluffy and it has a slight angle. I'm going to use, I'm just going to use my normal Coastal Scents Forever blush in Glamorous. And of course, I do the whole apple up to here. Okay. And once I've got those cheeks poppin', I go to, whoopsie, I go to my Nars Albatross highlight. Of course, like I would not glow without her. I have a couple of other ones, but this one's my fave. Fan brush. Hit the height of the cheek right there, if you can see. And I'm very light-handed with this because you could look like a disco ball. I mean, if that's your thing, then, you know, glow, baby, glow. So, now that I've got that going, I take a little bit, just like that, and just a slight run down the nose. And I just take, that was just whatever was left, and I just go ahead and pop it on there. So now, to kind of make it stand out a little bit, because I've started to define my cheeks just a smidge, I use my blunt, my MAC Blunt blush and contour powder. And I take a very little bit and hit up right here, because after that I'm going to put a bronzing powder on top of it. It kind of just helps the bronzing powder to stand out a little bit more, because I don't have very dark bronzing powders. So I hit that just a little. See, a little contour goes a long way. And you make sure you bring it up there. And look, y'all highlight and contour to the liking of your own face, your own, you know, your own goals. Because I don't do a whole lot. I do what works for me and my face and head shape. And then I just tap a little bit on there. Every once and again, you can go down here just to bring it all together. But that was just whatever was left on the brush. So if you could tell, now my cheeks look like they're really popping. And now that you see how the highlights start to come out a little bit more. So now, what I'm going to do is get my bronzer. I have plenty to choose from, and right now I'm really liking my Tarte. is it Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Bronzer. Actually, I'm gonna use this same little angled brush. Get a little bit, and then just hit those same spots where I just contoured, basically. And of course, around the hairline, just a little bit. And sometimes I get right there, and a little bit right there. And that is it. So ladies, if you were wondering how I get my glow, and like, to be honest, all I would have to do now is do my brows and add some mascara, and I'd actually just leave it alone, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing today. I'm going to put those brows on, get that 3D Fiber Lash mascara out, and put them lashes on. So thank you guys for staying tuned. If you have any other questions about this, just ask me in the, in the comment section. Thanks for staying tuned, guys.